Hello, knife community, knife lovers, knife enthusiasts, interested viewers. Folder here. This is going to be an awfully quick video. So, I just acquired the Quiet Carry Drift, and I just want to do a first impressions on it. First of all, I'm going to mention the two things about it that I did not consider. Okay. First of all, it's smaller than I thought it was. So, of course, we do research on these knives before we buy them, and if you never held one in hand, you don't really quite know how big or small it is. But this knife is definitely smaller than advertised. It's a 7-inch knife. I mean, just short of 7 inches. And I compared it to another 7-inch knife I have that's exactly 7 inches, which is the Spyderco Sage 5. Sage 5 is exactly 7 inches. Now, you might look at these on the camera and say, okay, well, yeah, close. This is a lot thinner, though, and it feels a lot smaller in hand. And the Sage, I can get 3.5 fingers on. My pinky finger has enough grip on it to get on there. The Quiet Carry, yeah, I can actually also get 3.5 fingers on. Just because it's, it's the same, but it just feels much smaller in hand. Now, I'm just mentioning that as a state of fact. It's not a negative or a positive. It's just a state of fact. I have knives smaller than this, so it doesn't matter. I love them. So I'm just making that statement. That's the one thing that I didn't take into consideration buying the knife. The other thing I didn't take into consideration buying a knife is how absolutely drop dead gorgeous it is. And why that matters is because aesthetics are a very large part of why I like knives. Yeah, I like knives because you can cut things with them. But I also like knives because I'm an enthusiast that appreciates the artistic side of knives, the materials, the craftsmanship, the different locking mechanisms and technologies that go into them. This might very well be the nicest knife I've ever had looking. I have some nice knives. I got some nice stuff. And I normally spend more money on higher and bigger knives, like physically bigger knives. But this is one of the smallest knives I ever got that was this nice. Matter of fact, this knife is so nice that I'm not really going to use it for cutting. I know that sounds crazy, but I did see a couple of videos and they were talking about the blade and the satin finish, and a few of the vloggers mentioned that they had wished they either got the stone finish or they're going to buy another one so they can use it to cut, because this blade is so gorgeous. I would hate to put some ridiculous scratch on this blade. Honestly, I really would. That would really bother me to do that. The handle and the scales, titanium textured here and stone finish on this side, are bulletproof. You're not scratching this, you're not putting no fingerprints on it. It's just, you can handle this as much as you want. For something so resistant to dirt and grime and how it looks, it's just absolutely beautiful. They really did a good job on this knife. The videos do not do this knife justice. In person, it is absolutely stellar. The transitions, the mount, the screws in it. I just gotta clean my glasses off, guys. Sorry, because there's all these fingerprints on them. The transitions here are crazy, absolutely nuts. The craftsmanship is just unbelievable. I mean, really, really nice. On this side, they just did, the clip side has all the, in ways to put the actual Torx in. and they're even beautiful. They're even, I mean, really nice transitions. Even they have a finish on them. I mean, really? Holy crap. Yeah, so, I'm just putting it out there. This knife is going to be used for cutting, if I got a snag on my pants leg or something, you know, some little light cutting task, something. There's no way I'm cutting anything with this. That's how beautiful it is. Now, I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying in a positive way. I don't mind buying eye candy at all. Knives that I feel are so good looking that I'm not using them for cutting. I know that might sound crazy to some people, but if there's one thing I learned is that life is short. If it's something that puts a smile on your face, if it's something that makes you happy, then you need to do it, right? That's what you need to do. As long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're not breaking the law, as long as you're not hurting anybody, and that's what it is. Okay? I don't do drugs. I don't beat up people. I don't hurt people. Mind my business. I like knives. That's it. Absolutely love them. So this was really just like a first impression. It's not really a review. This is just to put out there that I cannot believe that it's smaller than I thought. Definitely smaller than I thought. And it's a lot more beautiful in person than the pictures describe. It is really, really a beautiful knife. I mean, the ergos, the shape of it, the finishes are really good. Quiet Carry is outstanding. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna come back later and do a review of the knife. I don't know what I'm gonna review. Oh yeah, I cut my pants, a string on my pants. I guess that's what I'm gonna review. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's all I got. Thanks.